Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess we'll start and then I'll just do a little intro midway. But yeah. You sent me that song. I didn't listen to the full song,
Oh,
but
it
it
just
sounded good.
it after the chorus, it just kind of does it again a second time. It just goes through the song again a second
Yeah,
time.
that's
Is
what
the
I
song.
figured.
Yeah.
It seemed kind of long for what it would be for, but
Yeah.
it. I don't know. I don't know if you noticed, but it was very like that was a very like James Bond inspired song.
Dude, I was thinking that. I was like, they're like when the Red Ribbon Army boys are like they're getting ready to go and
Mhm.
it's playing. I'm like very like James Bond-esque.
Yeah, yeah, it
Very
was.
very 80s
Mhm.
like oh my God, what's his name? Not Connery, the one after him.
I can't think,
Timothy
but
Dalton? Was it
maybe
Timothy
yeah,
Dalton? Or no,
the
there was
guy that
another
only did
one.
like two movies.
No, no, I think that's Timothy Dalton. There's
Oh,
another guy. He did a bunch between
Sean Connery was
Brosnan
the
and
first
Connery.
guy. Sean
Oh,
Connery
I
was the
gotta look
first
this up.
guy.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google this really quick. I'm gonna Google
Okay,
this
all
really
right.
quick because now it's gonna bother me.
So for anyone who doesn't pick up automatically on what we're talking about is the fact that there's a difference between the sub and the dub. And if you've listened to our other podcasts in the past, then you'll know that there's always a song that the sub gets. For whatever reason, the sub gets it and the dub doesn't. And it's this Red Ribbon theme song, and it sounded
Roger
so good.
Moore.
Roger Moore, yes, yes.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm pretty sure Timothy Dalton's the one. Is in the one from like the 80s where they go into space. Or that might have been the 70s.
I cannot remember off the top of my head.
I think it's like On Her Majesty's Secret Service is what the movie's called. There's a lot of really bad
I
ones
know the
in
moon
there.
one where they go to space is called Moonraker.
Oh, that's it,
Yeah,
Moonraker,
that's that one.
Moonraker. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. Yeah, with the guy with the teeth.
Yes, Jaws. What's his
Yeah,
name? Yeah.
Jaws. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's the one it made me think of. That might have been Roger Dalton or Timothy Dalton. Whatever the fuck his
Hmm.
name. Hold on, let me look again. Timothy Dalton. I gotta know now. Was
No,
he in
the moon
Moonraker?
one is it's either Sean Connery or the other guy, uh, Roger Moore.
I'm It might have been Roger Moore. I don't
Yeah,
think it was Sean
yeah. I
Connery,
don't think Sean Connery
because
would ever go to
it
space.
was like very 70s-ish.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up right now. Moonraker.
While he looks that up, welcome back to Dragon Cast Z, everybody, where we talk about James Bond and his adventures.
Oh yeah. It was Roger. It was Roger Moore. I
Okay.
was right. I was right the first time. I was right
Yeah.
the first time. It was Roger Moore.
Well, that's funny. Yeah, that really had me going for a second there. I was really excited for that.
But yeah, great song. Great song that Juan didn't get because the
Yeah,
dub
no.
doesn't get any of the cool little montages. But I'll say this. So it plays like just to skip ahead really quick, and we'll circle back to the beginning of the episode. But there's a
Mhm.
point in the first episode that we watched where they're like getting ready to like a recruiter came up to me and didn't even say anything, just played that song. I'd join the Red Ribbon Army. I was like, fuck yeah.
I'd be like, wait. Your army has a theme song? Okay, I might have to consider
Well,
this.
the army does have a theme song.
Wow, did not know
The
that.
army song. It's the
Wow,
army song one.
it's not as good as this song. I'll tell you that.
No, it's not as catchy.
No.
It doesn't have a sweet beat like this one does.
No, sir. But I can try to adjust the volume here real quick. Make sure this is good.
But oh,
Oh yeah,
you
here.
let me know.
I
You
should
let me know when I'll
probably
start talking.
share this to you, shouldn't I? So you could see.
Oh, watch the stream. Let me watch the stream here.
Whoa,
Watch.
I got double vision here. How did I fix this last week?
Should have taken notes.
Trying to
Other
think.
other people come to podcasts and the hosts have notes about the episodes and they know how to do things. Not here. That's not what you come for here.
Oh,
Welcome to fucking amateur hour.
yeah, it's amateur hour again. It's amateur hour. I'm zoomed in on your face somehow.
Listen, amateur hour is every hour of my life. And the hits just keep on coming on.
Wow. How did I do this last week? There we go. Figured it out. I got it back. Just in
I'm about to
time for
say
the
something.
people.
I'm about to say something, and
What's
feel
that?
free to edit it out. But man, do I have some serious swamp ass right now.
This guy. That's gonna have to stay in now. It's your own fault. Shouldn't have said it while we were
I'm fine with
recording.
it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck.
All right, so we're picking back up over here at episode 48 called Deep Blue Sea. And this
Yes.
episode, I think. All right, so John said he was a little checked out for this episode, which I would say
Well,
I
not checked out, but like I didn't give a shit to be honest. It
yes,
started it started slow as fuck, but then all of a sudden we got into Moonraker territory.
exactly.
That theme song kicks in, and I'm like, whoa.
Well, I'm on the same page with you, and it's literally because well, I might as well just skip to it because it's just
But
like
I'll be honest.
like
Wow, man, I'm now that I'm hearing it with the English voice acting.
oh yeah, it's bad. All right, so all I skipped through was like Red Ribbon Army just reiterating like them to capture Master Roshi
Oh,
because they think
really quick.
yeah.
Right here, we're still on that Master Roshi hiding in the toilet thing.
Yes. So this
We're
is
s-
why
we're
I was
s-
checked out.
we're yeah, no, that this is exactly where I checked out. I'm like, "Oh, we're still doing this."
Yeah. But I assume it must end with this episode. But
Yeah, I think so because really all this episode is Under the Deep Blue Sea, which isn't that a movie with Samuel Jackson? He gets eaten by a shark.
yes, that is.
Yeah, we should have watched that in,
Ooh.
in the podcast about Deep
Instead
Blue
of this
Sea.
episode.
And this episode, we're like, I mistakenly watched the wrong Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
how about that Sam Jackson? But yeah, here as
Good
you
actor.
see on screen right now, it's Roshi trying to just, uh, ugh,
Which
we just keep pushing this.
that part right there where like she looks to the side and he hides and then they just kept like doing that. When I watched that for the first time, that took so long and you already knew where it's going. So like I was a little like annoyed off the jump with this episode, but that's basically where we start off with. Like it's a Red Ribbon Army telling the goons to go capture Master Roshi because they think he's like the doctor who made the Dragon Radar, and then
Yes,
to steal the Dragon Balls.
and so okay, so we'll divide it like this. So here's what goes on with Roshi and the Kami House crew for this whole episode.
Hmm.
You get back into this Roshi trying to peep on launch using the bathroom,
Yeah,
which is really weird. And well, okay, I'll get into it in a second. But then, and then after that, launches. He's gonna come up with this plan where he's gonna try to like lure a launch into the bath.
yeah,
And so he goes up to her while she's cooking, and he grabs like some sort of spice, like a pepper or adobo or some shit like that. Grabs it, and those are the only spices I know. I don't cook. Um, I only know how to make chicken with adobo on it, so it's the only
okay,
spices I know.
there you go. It's got a mix of spices in there, so you're good.
and and that's it. That's all I eat. And rice. That's it. That's all I eat. But he grabs it and like she like gets into her nose and she sneezes and turns into blonde. Well, she was Super Saiyan.
Mm, yeah,
Um, and basically like it's just Roshi trying to sidestep getting shot at and still trying to be a pervert.
yeah.
Oh, okay, home. We'll cut back to Commander
It-
Blue because this was like this whole thing with Commander Blue. So far, I'll say this: Commander Blue has been the most interesting Red Ribbon Army character
yeah, so far.
so far. but yeah, and then
If you if
that's
you
all
if you want to
really.
cover this little part real quick before you continue with what you're saying
Yeah,
about
but
Roshi,
okay,
this was
so
funny. This actually had me laughing because this guy gets
so
like some information here.
yeah, so he's like, so they get orders from Red or
So funny. He's like Jen. Oh, sorry, I just had to run that back. All right.
like what? What?
He must be
So
pretty strong if he just like basically backhands this guy and he goes flying.
no, okay. I'm gonna touch on my feelings about the Red
Okay.
Ribbon Army as a antagonist as a whole. We get into the next episode,
Mm-hmm.
and while they're and it's not gonna be friendly. It's not gonna be kind.
Okay.
Um, but basically, what I was gonna say is General Blue reminds me of a JoJo character.
Okay. I
Like
could
even
see that.
now, as I rewatch the slap, and he's just like the way they have it animated, like he just like whack, like that, and like he does like the laugh like the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like he's like a fucking JoJo character. But so they're gonna get orders where he's like you gotta go get Roshi, pick up the Dragon Balls they left there, and then
Yeah.
capture the kid
Now, how many times will it
and get
take
the
you
third
until you've
Dragon Ball.
learned? It is very difficult to
So
sneak up behind a general and keep your teeth.
that's
Sorry,
that's
General.
okay. He
Urgent
says something
message.
different in the sub.
Well, what
Oh,
is
really?
it? Sir,
He makes
we've
like a
received
joke,
official confirmation from
he doesn't
headquarters
say
regarding
this,
the
but he's
boys'
like,
hideout.
"Oh, you know,
According
I
to the
get
radar
skittish when
reports,
people
the boys'
stand
Dragon Balls
behind
are
me
on the
like that." I'm
island
like, "Are
as
you a
we talk.
horse?"
In order to steal the Dragon Balls and capture the old
I,
scientist
I
But
thought
Roshi,
that's where it was gonna go.
everything is. His attack on the
yes.
boys' army requires its
Oh yeah, and
soldiers
then
to
there's the
move.
fat
Okay,
guy.
pause it here. Pause it. Yeah, pause
Hold
it
on,
here.
let me get it right.
So,
Full shot.
so, so, God. So they're like, okay, so we're gonna split up, and he calls out this guy. I can't remember the guy's actual name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I want to say it's like it starts with an M, like Mitch or Mike or something. I
I
don't
can't
know.
remember.
But all right, I'm gonna call him Fat Hitler.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking with that.
Fat Hitler. Um, so not okay, not to body shame anyone, or actually no, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. But Fat Hitler here. He he's like, you're gonna lead the B team, and you're gonna go attack their secret base, or it's Kame House.
Yeah, the island.
That they've convinced themselves is like a fortified base,
Mm-hmm.
and and he's like, after he tells them that, he's like, hey, by the way, you should lose some weight
Yeah.
because you're fat. And I don't like that. And I'm just like, what? Then also though, I'm like, why are they all wearing shorts?
Hey, they're out on the islands. But like,
Is
you
this World War II?
it
No army's
basically is
worn
right
shorts
now.
since World War. No army's worn shorts since World War II.
But you see, like General Blue is like blonde hair, blue eye. I mean, I assume his eyes are blue, but blonde hair and
Yeah, they
skinny and
were.
everything. And so's the other guy who comes out. Like, so then I thought when he called this guy out, it was gonna be another guy just like them. Then it's like literally the opposite.
No, it's Fat Hitler,
Yep.
Some
which
weight.
is
Yes,
plays
sir.
right into the
Mm-hmm.
Red Ribbon Army or Nazis,
Oh yeah, and then
except
then we get like this whole like
or
sequence
this
where.
or at least this sect. But oh, so really quick, just to wrap up the whole Master Roshi launch story.
Oh
So
yeah.
launch is gonna change, and it's gonna be like Master Roshi trying to perv out all while launch is also like she's like tough launch right now, so she's gonna beat his ass.
Mm-hmm.
But then Turtle, and what Turtle does, and you got to keep it in mind because it's gonna come up again in the next episode. He like takes like a branch and he holds it up underneath her nose and like makes her like tickles her and makes her sneeze.
Yeah.
And then the episode ends with I'm pretty sure this episode ends with the Red Ribbon Army like rolling up, and Master Roshi's like, "Oh, who are these fellas?"
Yes.
Or I could be wrong. That might be the very start of the next episode. Either way, we're talking about both. But okay, so back to what Goku and all of them are doing.
Oh yeah, yeah. So right
Um,
now they're in the submarine. Krillin, for whatever reason, is piloting it, but they're like,
Krillin is an accomplished submariner.
yes.
Bulma, why does
And,
that big
and we
fish
just
look
go
so
through like this
sad?
whole like
What's
weird
its name?
get where Goku's like
Be quiet, I'm
discovering
trying to think.
life under the ocean,
Yeah,
which is kind
it's
of like
like
whatever.
this is just kind of like it's just Goku fooling
He's so
around.
sad. All
They
he
they
can
get
see
him a
is
little scuba
blue.
outfit,
Yeah,
That's nice
exactly.
and
Bob.
he's just fooling around looking at fish and shit. And
Yeah,
basically all it's doing is he finds like where the Dragon Ball is, and it's like in like a crack, and he can't like get to it. It's too thin.
yeah, yeah. It's
So
like
that's when Bulma. So then Bulma takes the radar and she kind of like pulls out the
What's the
image,
matter
or
with
like
Goku?
pulls out the draw distance of the image, and it's like, oh, it's a cave network. Oh,
oh
really quick,
yeah,
since
yeah,
you're seeing here,
yeah. I didn't
Commander
realize they like
Blue,
skipped through all that.
Commander Blue just kills people.
Oh yeah, he just like
He
randomly kills this guy.
His dudes, he's just off in his own guys every chance he gets.
But it was in the submarine. It wasn't at this part yet, right?
No, he just threatens to kill all of them here.
Yeah, yeah. If they don't like do well. He's just
Yeah.
gonna pass out.
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like how they have
so-
a scramble sign.
now, oh, see, dude, you're missing out. This is where I
Mhm.
got the.
This is where you got the song.
This is where we got. So we have to
Yeah.
post that somewhere, so people can listen to it.
Yeah, I'll probably throw it like
Put it on the Instagram.
Yeah,
Put it on the Instagram. People need to hear it.
and then I'll put a link in the description.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Because this is the plain regular song I got. Like,
Yeah. Oh, you got gypped.
yeah.
You got gypped. But yeah, so they're like, all right, so we're gonna have to go and explore this
Nothing
this
here but
cave network
big cracks
to
Yeah.
in it.
Depth dif-
Think we need
find. Yeah, it's just a lot of back and forth getting
Yeah.
to the point where they're like, oh, it's a cave. We can Goku, come on back. We'll just take the submarine into the cave.
Yeah, exactly. And you just keep seeing the. Why can't I skip through this? I keep seeing like the Red Ribbon Army.
Take us down.
Yeah,
Like,
this
deploy.
sucks. This sucks without the awesome musical montage.
I know.
This is a real downer.
Wait, hold on. Just to listen to how quiet this is. Nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
this is such a downer without the music.
I forgot to like
It
mention
really-
it to you too.
Yeah, it really kills the mood.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Roshi's about to get sucked up by like a vacuum.
Oh yeah, because Launch is like cleaning.
Yeah, it's like I said, this whole thing with Roshi, I'm just. There's a point in this episode where he's like, or like he's sitting on the couch looking at like the watch, and he's like, oh, I did all that work just to get this watch, and it hasn't helped me at all.
Mhm.
And he's like, but I can't give up now. What would that say about the name of Muten Roshi? And I'm like that's you're worried that giving up being a peeping tom
Yeah,
is
would
going
ruin
to
your name.
is going to besmirch your honor.
Hey, teach their own, I guess.
And
The whole episode, you kind of have like this menacing Red Ribbon Army like on their trail, and they don't notice.
Within weapons
But-
range.
And we get more animal
Hold your
people.
fire,
You guys,
we get way more
Those
animal
foxy animal
people.
people.
Just let them lead us to the prize.
We get way more. There's like a gorilla guy in the next episode, and a walrus,
yeah,
and you saw a hippo guy. You saw a
Yep.
tiger guy in the beginning.
We're almost
Mhm.
there.
Lots of animal people. But okay, so basically this episode ends with the Red Ribbon Army is gonna give chase
That must be where the Dragon Ball
into
is
the
hidden.
cave,
yeah.
Now blow them out of the water.
and
Aye, aye, sir.
then the other team is gonna show up at Kame House, and that was really this episode.
Yeah,
This episode was just a lot of like them just traveling to the plot.
hmm Yeah, exactly.
Now,
Basically, just setting
now
up for the
I
next
I
episode.
believe it might be here or it might be in the like I said, I literally just watched these like 5 minutes ago, but
But you can't remember.
I'm the way I'm gonna talk about them is just as one whole thing.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what I watched them as. They're gonna
Sir, we
start
missed.
talking
No
about
excuses. Fire another round
um
immediately.
they're like Bulma's like or Krillin's like who's attacking us? They're Bulma one of them. And and Goku's like, "Oh, it must be those red ribbon
There's only
guys."
one brute
Yeah.
man enough to
Yeah, that's
do
what he
Yeah,
says
this.
it.
The
right here. Okay, so
army.
episode.
And Bulma
And
knows who they are.
Bulma and Krillin and Master Roshi.
That's them.
Later, you'll see
I
Master
know
Roshi
the
in the
Red
next
Ribbon
episode. He
Army has
knows
been
who they are
looking for the
too.
Dragon
Yeah.
Balls just as hard as I
They
have,
all
but they're
know
much more
who they
dangerous
are.
and mean about it.
That's
And
like that moment right there was like the most intelligent and straight Goku's been in the whole series so far.
now here's where I'm going to right here's where I'm gonna go off about the Red Ribbon
Fire
Army.
away.
Yeah.
So in the next here I'm gonna jump because that's what I do. I jump all over the place. In the next episode,
Yeah.
there's gonna come a point where they're running from the Red Ribbon Army, Goku and the gang of Krillin and Bulma here,
Negative impact.
and
I'm afraid we
Goku
missed them again,
stops
sir.
and he goes,
You missed them.
"Wait a minute,
So you'll
why am I
execute
running
this move.
away?
I grow tired
Oh,
of
I'm
it,
yeah.
just
sir.
gonna beat them up."
No, please come on.
Goku,
Wife and 2 cubs at home, man.
and
Paying electric
up
bill.
until that point, I was just getting frustrated the whole time with this because they've made the Red Ribbon Army up until this point has looked like the biggest bunch of fucking losers.
Yeah.
Like if like I don't see them as like a threat. Like I guess for normal people they are because like they just roll in and start shooting everybody wherever the fuck they go.
Uh
But Goku has not even broken a sweat dealing with any of them yet.
oh, for sure. The only thing that kind of gave him like a slight like hiccup was that pink monster in the tower, but then he just broke a wall and froze it to death.
Yeah, for all of like a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he outright punks them every time. So they're running away, and I'm like, why would you run away from these guys? And then Goku even comes right out and says like, why am I running away?
Yeah,
I f-
exactly.
I
He
I
says it like
I
three
beat the hell.
times.
Yeah, like I beat the hell out of them every time I see them.
Yeah. But this is the part where you were talking about earlier where he just like offs this guy for no reason.
Oh,
I
because
think
he
it's this
misses.
I think it's this
Yeah,
dog
because
guy.
he
Missed
misses,
them.
and he's like, hey,
Soldier,
hey,
execute this
kill
move.
him.
I grow tired of him. Sir.
And the guy like pleads.
I got a wife and 2 cubs at home, man.
You hear it bang off the
Yeah.
screen, and he shoots him.
Yeah, he's like, I got a wife and 2 kids at home, and he's like, I gotta pay the electric bill and something else. Like,
So like I don't even like I just think they're terrible bad guys because it's not doesn't have a hard time with them ever.
yeah,
He just beats the hell out of them. And then Krillin's like, "Oh, what do you mean they have guns?" Apparently guns don't hurt Goku, and we've seen it
Or
on multiple
Krillin.
occasions. Or even Krillin for that
Yeah.
matter. As okay, holy shit. In a minute, on the next episode,
Yeah.
Master Roshi is gonna fight the Red Ribbon guys who come to his island. The one guy's gonna unload a whole clip into Master Roshi. Roshi's going to catch all the bullets.
Ready
Mhm.
torpedoes for launch.
Oh yeah, he
He
does
catches
that.
all the bullets. Guns ain't shit.
Yeah,
Guns ain't shit.
definitely don't mean a thing.
Those simple
Alright, this is
fools think
basically
they
where the
bound
episode
to
ends
save
because
him.
then
Yeah.
the submarine gets
So
caught, cancers
I
through.
Going after them.
I think the Red Ribbon Army is stupid. I
Yeah.
think they're stupid.
I remember liking them so much, and then
It-
rewatching
I
this, I'm
don't
like,
understand. I did too. I did too. I'm like, they suck.
yeah.
They are the fucking worst.
I think I'm too
like
adult for this now. Like,
they're on the same level as Pilaf
Idiots.
yes,
of
yes.
of
They're playing
incompetence.
right
Mhm.
into my hands.
Like whereas Pilaf is where Pilaf is like a comedic idiot.
Yeah.
Our
These
heroes
guys
are
are just
well
mean idiots because they'll just
Mhm.
kill people. That's the difference. But like, I mean, maybe if every time Goku's had to fight one of their leaders, like Silver or White or now Blue, because I as I'm and I'm remembering this now, he's just gonna smack Blue around too.
Yeah, I hope not. I
So
hope it's more of like a challenge.
no, it's really not. It's a lot of like comedy bits between Blue and Bulma, and then Goku just
Hmm.
puts him in the dirt.
And
But I'm just like if maybe every time Goku fought one of these guys, it was like an actual fight, and Goku kind of got beat up,
yeah.
and then he'd have to he was like, oh, that really got me, but you know what? I'm a little stronger this time.
Hmm.
Show some battle damage. No, Goku just whomps him every single time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
exactly. Like this stuff's
no,
just too easy for him.
like he absolutely obliterates them every time they come up against him.
Yeah, and it's kind of like
So
disappointing. Like you want to see a little bit of a challenge.
I feel like that's part of the reason why I feel like this is so drawn out because we're dealing with these guys until the Red Ribbon Army hire Cow Pie Pie to come fight Goku.
Yeah.
Goku manhandles every member of the Red Ribbon Army.
Fuck. I hate my life. I hate my life.
Why?
I,
Why?
this stopped recording my audio on the video. You've got to be kidding me.
Damn. Well, you have some nice audio of me just bitching about the Red Ribbon Army.
Yeah, and me all like quiet. Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have my audio now.
Are you good now?
Yeah, no, I'm good now. I can't believe I didn't
Yeah.
notice that till now. I don't know how
Yeah,
long
and
ago it stopped.
like the Red Ribbon Army, they're just a joke.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad.
They're a joke. They're no threat. That's and then it makes me wonder back like later on in Z
Hmm.
when 17 and 18 show up, and it was just before that they're like, oh, they're creations of the Red Ribbon Army. Everyone takes them like really serious, like Goku and Bulma and all them.
Yeah,
But then I'm like, no, Goku just I wouldn't have taken him seriously. Goku fucking as a child obliterated them on his own.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the most like damage the Red Ribbon Army did wasn't till like Z with the Cell Saga. Like that, even though like the Red Ribbon Army was like destroyed at that point, that's probably the strongest they ever were.
Yeah, because they totally suck.
Yeah,
Also, and I'm also like, why is Krillin so afraid? Because like now that I think back on it, technically going by like this how this world has worked so far, with the World Martial Arts Tournament, Krillin's like the third strongest known person in the world right now.
yeah. So far, yep.
So it's like, what are we doing?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess maybe Krillin just doesn't see it like that. Like he's always kind of been like the scared one in the group. Like he's never had much of like a backbone.
Well, no, he does because there are times where he's like, I mean, maybe it's because it's later and he's older. When Krillin's dealing with like regular people, Krillin's like, oh, I'm just gonna beat their ass
Yeah,
later.
yeah. It's almost
It's
like he
like,
doesn't realize till Z that he can do that.
yeah, I that could be it. But yeah, the the Red Ribbon Army is terrible. They're
Hmm.
absolutely fucking miserable, and I hate them.
Yeah. So far they're basically peel off level. Except peel off's
They
more
they
annoying.
spend they spend like 2 or 3 well, I mean, shit, it took forever to get to white in the last little line going up Muscle Tower,
Yeah.
and they build these guys up and they build them up, and then they're just gone. It's like, what are we doing?
I
At
don't know.
least let one of them land a fucking shot on Goku. Christ.
Well, the guy at Muscle Tower, he at least shot Goku once.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Can Goku just fight Murasaki every time? Could it be
Over and
one of the
over again.
Murasaki brothers? All seven
Yeah.
Murasaki brothers? Like each one of them is
Like they're all tailing him for the rest of his life.
yeah. But yeah, but okay, so we'll get into the next episode.
Okay.
And like so so the majority of the next episode is Roshi's
What are
interaction
torpedoes?
with
Haven't you been paying attention?
the
With
other team that comes to Kame House.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
with the
so
fat guy
that's a
that goes over
torpedo.
there.
It must be nice
Yeah.
to live in complete oblivion.
So we'll come
Which is
back
about
to.
what we're gonna be.
I'm gonna just
trying.
I've got them in range, sir. Shall we launch the torpedo?
I'm gonna split this up into two
Besides,
things
don't
because
need to use a
because
torpedo to
like I
destroy
said, the
a
majority
fly.
of this episode
There's
is
an
really
easier
Master
solution.
Roshi's
Yeah.
thing. So I'm gonna talk about that, and then I'll circle back to how Goku and all them end up going into the next episode. But so yeah, so Fat Hitler shows up with his guys, and for some reason he has a whip.
Yeah. I'll skip. All the way
Oh,
to, should I skip all the way to
really
that, or,
quick. Yeah, if you want, like I said,
or,
I'm just bouncing
or
around
did
here.
you want to touch
Really,
this?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. This is where I thought it happened in the last episode. So what happened in the last episode, and I thought this is where Roshi's getting beaten up by Launch in this episode.
Yeah.
What you need is a bat.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah,
I'll
'cause
take
So
he-
care of
that's
those
yeah.
ants.
I'd
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah.
he tries
Here
to
he is with
convince her to
with
take
his
a bath.
adobo. With his adobo.
rather.
But he. So I already went over this. I got myself
I don't have all day.
Yeah, that's fine. And one part, like I know you went over this roughly, like just
yes.
like a minute ago, but one part we did forget about is Master Roshi in this scene right here convinces like Launch that they are roommates and that he gives her massages.
That is not how it goes down in the sub.
Really?
Yeah. So in the sub she changes. Like and
Yeah.
it's honestly it's like drastically different actually. I'm actually surprised how different it is.
Uh-huh.
So she's like I'm thinking here. Okay. So she's like, "Who are you?" And he's like scrambling to come up with something and he's like, "Oh, you offered to give me it's like I'm I think it was like some sort of food. I can't remember the exact name of it now. It
Uh-huh.
was like a roll or something, a dumpling or something like that. I could be wrong, but well,
Okay.
it was a food. It was some sort of food.
Yeah.
And she's like, I shared the food with you." So she's like, "Oh, we must be friends." And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, we're friends." And she's like, "Well, you owe me one for giving you the food." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then she's like, "All right, you start by giving me a back rub."
Oh, that's how it went?
That's how it goes in the sub, yeah.
Yeah,
But
no.
then but then he pushes his luck
Mm-hmm.
and
Silly.
Of
Launch
course not.
Reading
gets
from
her
the
gets her
palm of
gets her
my
dad
hand in
out,
no time.
starts blasting.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks
and
like the
then
bat
and
is
then
in good
Turtle like changes her back with like the leaf.
shape.
Oh, yeah. Turtle does that.
Easy does it.
Yeah, so
I don't know why Roshi would try this with blonde Launch. Like,
'cause Roshi's a
I know
criminal.
you're
He
game,
is.
old man,
He really
and
is.
I don't
Master
wanna
Master Roshi's a criminal.
Okay, you
But
win.
so as I was saying, so Fat Hitler rolls up,
By the sound of it, I'd
Yeah,
say
we
my
got
and-
master's up to his old
Here we
tricks
go.
again.
and for some reason he has a whip.
yes. Which
Like the way
and Roshi said it was weird too.
the way it was like framed. I thought it was like rope, like he was gonna tie them up to like take them captive.
Oh, yeah, because the way he
'Cause
like brought
it's,
it out.
it's
first.
really it's like really close to him,
Yeah.
and it's a whip. I don't know why he has a whip, but he has a whip.
Yeah, I thought he had like zip ties and he was about to just be like, put your hands out and zip tie him or something.
Yeah, I thought he was like literally gonna tie them up with rope,
Yeah.
like very
Ensign,
cartoonish.
check the
like,
house.
but
Who are you? I paid my
so
tax. That's a
they're
new one.
like, "Oh, we know who you are." You're the doctor. Oh, see, here's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
that's what you're
I thought
talking
it was
about.
just some rope,
We know who
Yeah.
you are.
and
I wish I could say
he's
the
like,
same.
"Oh, you're the doctor who
Uh,
made that the tiny
I've
dragon
never had
radar,
somebody guest on
Mhm.
my
and we
island
know
with
it's
so
you,
much
and you're gonna come with
ammunition.
us."
The Red Ribbon Army is well.
The house. There doesn't
And
appear
he's
to be any
like-
booby traps on the property.
He's like,
Good.
No.
You'll have
I don't
to forgive
think
me.
so.
It took a
And he's
moment
like,
to register
"Oh,"
the
and
title
like
of your
he tries to
organization.
whip
I've
him,
heard
and
it
Roshi
called
dodges
so many
it.
different names. You have
Yeah.
a
And
real
and
reputation
the other
for being
soldier's like, "Oh, he's not defying you. He's just an old man." And
And
Roshi's like, what if I did defy you? And he's like, well, I'd kill you then. And he's like, well, I guess I'm gonna defy you.
Oh, is that what goes on here for you? Because for me, right
Yes.
here, it's Roshi's like, oh, I don't know who you guys are, and then he like tells him we're the Red Ribbon Army, and Roshi's like, oh, I've heard you guys through like other names, and then he's like the Jerk Squad, and I don't know, so, like he just says like a
Oh
bunch of
yeah,
like dumb
yeah.
names.
He alludes that he
Cruel
knows who
and
they are.
unjust.
Yeah,
What?
But like, oh, you
There was
guys
a
are
time,
bad
Like the
news.
Jerk Patrol, the Dirt Bags, and my
And
personal favorite, the Red Ribbon Slime Balls.
yeah, he
That's
didn't
nice.
have all these
In
names.
case
He
you
didn't have
haven't
those like all those names
these
to call them.
dirtbags, as you call them,
But
have you outnumbered and outgunned.
dirt
Yep,
bag.
and
Yeah.
outwit. That must come in handy on
Dirt
training
bags.
day.
It's not
And,
for my
um,
men. It's for those
So
who
Roshi's like,
oppose
I'm
me,
gonna.
Doctor. Now let's
Roshi's like, I'm
dispense
gonna
with the
defy you then,
pleasantries.
and
You will soon learn
he
that
just
I am
beats
not a
the
man with
shit
whom
out
to
of him.
toy.
Yeah.
Give
He
me your
just
Dragon Balls
absolutely
immediately.
beats the dog
Maybe
shit
he's
out of him.
confused.
Silent. And a radar to
Maybe that's where
Oh yeah, that's where
And
they
That's it.
realize they
I'm
have the
sick-
Dragon Balls.
Hey, felt the wind
And
on
at some
that
point
one.
during this fight where
Ask
he's
for this.
beating on him, like one guy shoots at him, and Roshi literally straight up just catches all the bullets out of the air,
Yeah.
like Matrix style,
Hey,
just
felt the wind
snags
on
them
that
all.
one.
Captain, he's just
And
next
oh, my neck there. And
There you go. There's where the fight starts.
yeah, so this is a pretty good. This is a pretty good little. This is the most action we've gotten in several episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Roshi just hammers him. The way he breathed in, though, I thought he was gonna go all like muscular Roshi.
Yes.
for a
Okay. I
second.
thought so too. Yep.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get all like big and stuff, but he didn't. I mean, which is fine. But, oh, here we go. He just
Yeah.
Is that all you
Catches
got?
all the bullets out of this like
Yeah.
submachine gun.
Oh.
And
Which
then
like, why
the
hasn't
one-
he done that with Launch? Like,
Yeah, because
Take another step.
I'm telling you, I feel like Launch is not using real
Settle
bullets.
down now.
Yeah.
Put the gun
Yeah, you might be right.
away.
Because if you look back at that scene where he just caught the bullets,
Mhm.
they're
Bullets.
like they're tipped like a bullet is with a point.
Yeah.
When Launch shoots them with her gun, they're little balls.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say they're like balls, or like sometimes they're just like
Or- or-
squares.
Or pellets or something. I
Yeah.
don't think
This will
Launch
do.
is using
I'll
real
do what you
guns.
say.
Hmm.
I'm watching you, man. Don't try anything funny.
But so
Just
this
stand
guy
still.
tries to take Launch hostage. So Turtle's like
Eh,
thinking fast,
Yeah. Gets Launch to sneeze and
Watch it,
changes,
sweetheart.
and then Launch
You
puts
wanna
beating on
break
him.
my
A Super Saiyan. Launch was Super
I'll
Saiyan.
break a lot more
Her
than
her
that.
power level.
Trust me,
What was what's the Super Saiyan one? I think it's like times 20 or something when you go Super Saiyan.
oh, something like that. Yeah.
Well, she gets a power up.
Quit complaining, you stupid
Puts a
ox.
beat
At
down
least
on
tell
him.
it to keep your teeth.
I honestly like really don't like Launch's voice though in the dub.
It's better in the sub.
threatening
It's better in the sub. It's
No,
less
sir, I'm only in
like-
the reserves.
like it's the same
Really?
like
Step on
like
it.
I
They're
think
gaining
the
on
sub is
us.
better
I
because
hate
it's the
backseat
same
drivers.
voice for both versions of Launch.
Yeah.
It's just the same voice actress. She just gets a gruffer tone when she goes blonde.
Uh huh.
Whereas like this one's like weird. She's like got this really high pitched annoying voice in the dub. And then she gets like the rough and tumble voice when she turns blonde. But it sounds like two totally different people doing the voice.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And it could be the same voice actress. You know, they're professionals. I'm sure she has a large range.
Yeah. I'd have
I just
to,
think
like,
it
look back
sounds.
up.
I just think it sounds better as in the sub, the
Mhm.
voice anyway. Just because it doesn't sound so like forced.
Yeah. Nah, I understand.
It just sounds like the blue haired Launch just got more serious when she got her blonde hair.
yeah.
That's
Like
like
she
kind
just
of the
got
difference.
angry. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Roshi. Roshi beats the hell out of him.
Hmm.
That's that. So we
Yeah.
cut
It's a
back
good
to
little fight sequence. I liked it.
yeah. So we go back to Goku and the gang running from General Blue and his guys in their mini subs now because they've gotten tinier subs to chase them into the cave.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so they try to like ram them,
Mhm.
and eventually they escape
Hit them again, yes,
into
right
like
against
a
the wall.
part of the tunnel that's I guess it's like an air pocket,
Yeah.
that
That's
leads
what they
to,
were
like, a-
saying. Yeah.
like a tunnel you can walk into, like Like I'm not confused by it. Like how to word it is just kind of tripping me up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
Or
not
I guess
sure
they
like the
yeah.
exact like word for it, like
Yeah.
the exact terminology,
What
but yeah,
happened to
it's
all the
like
water?
there's
Yeah.
like a
But well,
cave
Still in the
in
ocean,
this
but this cave
underwater
has a pocket
tunnel
of
thing.
air.
yeah, that
Lucky
has
for
air,
us.
so
Yeah.
you can like
Wouldn't call it
breathe.
luck. Those
It's like it's not
maniacs are
underwater
still
anymore. It's
after
like
us.
I don't
Come
know.
on,
Like I
let's
said,
get out of here.
It's how science
a
works. We don't
land.
understand it.
Yes, science, man. I'm not a science guy.
Where in the world
Um,
are we?
General, it looks like those pesky kids are trying to make.
but so Goku and Bulma and Krillin
Wait
run
a
into this
minute.
cave.
Why are we
Yeah.
running
And
away?
here,
Why can't
so
we just?
if for those of us who are listening and not watching, we're at the point here where Goku's like, wait a second, like I brought up earlier,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna beat him up.
Yeah,
Talk
exactly.
this
And I'm
out.
like,
No,
and I'm
Well,
like,
actually, in the
fucking,
dub, he says, "Talk it out." He's
oh
like, "Why don't
really?
we just talk it out with them?" Yeah.
Oh no, in the sub, Goku's like, oh, I'm just gonna stomp him.
not here to talk. They have guns. We
He's
have
just like,
feet,
I'm just
so
gonna beat
let's
him up. I
go.
don't like, what am I running for?
Uh-huh.
He's like, I'm gonna fight him.
What's the matter? What's wrong?
I'm going to talk to them.
It
Goku,
makes
I know
more
you were
sense
strange,
now.
but I
Like
didn't know you
seeing
were
how he
crazy. Do you
like
have a death wish or
scrunches up
something?
and gets ready. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's hilarious. That's definitely like American sensibilities there.
Ugh.
Don't
Where are
tell
they
the kids to
going?
beat people up.
cause like
Little do they know what the show is going to become.
like for
I'm
anybody
sorry,
watching,
my
like right now, this is like almost Goku's like ready to fight stance, not ready to
my
talk stance.
my headset wire got all tangled in my
Oh,
chair there for a second. I had to fix it.
it's all good.
I was gonna rip my headphones off my head. But yeah, in the sub he's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat him up.
Hmm.
But so he gets like ready for him, and then the Red Ribbon Blue General Blue gets a call from his headquarters, and he's like, yeah, they wiped out the B team.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll give General Blue credit. He's a little smarter so far than the other two, I'll say,
Hmm.
or a little more tactful at least,
Yeah.
because he's like, oh wait a minute, come back, come back. He brings his guys back, and he's like, all right, they just kicked our other guy's ass, so we got to be a bit more careful. We can't just go running in.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I
at
don't
least Blue, I
understand.
feel like is
How come they
at
don't
least
want to come down
I
here
mean
and?
got a little more going on upstairs.
Hmm. Which is what happens at this point because they're like chasing them down, and then they found out what happened, so now they like retreat back almost.
Yes, but so
Talk to us.
Way to go!
so
You did
Blue
it! Check
is
out
like, all
more
right,
adventures!
we're gonna take this a
It
bit
seems
slower.
we have underestimated our
Mm.
enemy.
I'm gonna
That is
he
the fatal
picks
mistake
like
our
one of these guys.
predecessor
He's like,
made,
go
I'm
you
sure.
go
If
follow
we
him
are to avoid their
and radio
fate,
back to us what you
an
find.
entire company wiped. Simply know them as your enemy.
Pretty sure his head
And
could light the way.
That's not funny.
oh yeah, I think Bulma makes fun of Krillin for being bald in both the
Yeah.
dub and sub.
Okay.
She said. So then they're walking, and Goku just like hits this button, and there's lights in the tunnel.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's electricity in this underwater tunnel.
Which took me by surprise too, because I was like, "Huh, I wonder where they're
And
gonna go with
okay,
this."
so really quick, I don't know if we really touched on it the last time we covered the Dragon Ball episodes,
Uh huh.
but before they leave, Roshi was saying that there used to be pirates in the area.
Yeah, yeah. We like barely touched on that, but yes.
Yeah, that there used to be pirates in the area. So in a second, we're gonna find out this is an old pirate hideout, and something about the pirates made me like laugh kind of hard, but they don't know that yet. They just know like, oh, it's got electricity. That's kind of strange.
Yeah,
Lights had to be
exactly.
put up by
And then
someone.
like
I just hope they aren't still
coming up
here.
now is where they like where
Man,
Goku
Yeah,
finds like a
what is all
skeleton.
this about?
yeah.
And
Goku
then
finds like a human skeleton and picks up a man's skull
yeah, and just plays with it.
and uses it to scare Bulma.
It's at the bottom of the ocean.
I think this is what
So
happens.
Hey,
they
look at me.
so yeah, this is it. He like wears it. He
Yeah,
wears
where's
the
like a
man's
helmet?
skull.
Sounds frightening. Soldier,
And
check.
then so this guy here goes this one soldier goes to check out what's going on.
Yeah, that's where he goes. He sends this guy to scout up ahead,
Yeah.
and so Bulma like Bulma gets scared and shit, but she's like, "Where did you even get that from?"
Check
And
it
he's
out.
like, "Oh, over there."
Yeah.
And I need you to show this because like it's a it's a pirate body, and it like in like the old traditional like pirate getup, like
Yeah.
you would like Blackbeard or something, but there's a machine gun.
Yeah, that was so weird.
Let's go. The mark of the
I'm like, is
pirate.
this like,
This
do
must
we
be
have ourselves like a
the place
Scooby
Master
Doo
Roshi
scenario
was talking
here,
about.
Mhm.
The
where these are
pirate's
modern
sunken
day
treasure.
people
It's
with
here.
guns, but they're dressing up as pirates to, or
Hey,
oh no, have you
that.
ever seen Venture Bros?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's the episode where they have the ghost pirates.
Oh,
And
I
they're
can't
just like,
remember.
dude, they're guys who knocked over like a costume ship and
Oh
they wear
yeah,
like the
yeah.
pirate costume.
Uh
That's
huh.
what this reminds me of because he's got a machine gun, but he's dressed up like Captain Crunch.
Yep. Hey,
So I'm like, what? And there's electricity here.
yeah, which is all.
The world of Dragon Ball takes place in a very strange world.
Yeah, but then we get like this shot, and it's like old rickety
Old timey
ships. Like,
pirate, yeah.
yeah.
So like, and I think because of what Dragon Ball is, people don't really pay attention to the world around Dragon Ball.
Uh huh.
Oh,
It's
please,
a
let there be
strange
diamonds.
place.
It is. No, it is.
Please,
It's a
It is.
lot tamer
It is.
in Z and
Yes,
everything.
we did it. We
Yeah,
discovered the
but like
pirate's
Dragon Ball, like there's
treasure.
no
Who
rhyme
needs
or
the Dragon
reason to
Balls?
like you
We're
have like
rich.
old timey pirates, but with machine guns
Yeah.
getting chased by like a World War II esque army,
Mhm.
but then they have super modern cities with high levels of like technology. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like the setting of it all is so strange, and I like it. I do like that a lot
I
about the
like the
Dragon Ball
setting.
universe.
Yeah.
But because of the kind of show Dragon Ball, and then especially later with Dragon Ball Z, that's not
Mhm.
what you come here for. You're here for like the fighting and shit. But like, it's definitely interesting.
No, for sure.
Because I was thinking about it more. I'm like, yeah, this was like yeah, the pirate just got me thinking. I'm like, this is such a weird thing.
Well, they
And
apparently,
they go into
have
outer, and
Dracula and everything.
there's
So.
there's aliens. Yeah, eventually we're gonna run into some like monsters. Like that's I don't think that's too far off. Actually, if I remember correctly, those fights are pretty good.
Oh, you're thinking when
When
he
Goku
fights for against like Baba's
when
guys?
Goku, yeah, like Devilman and stuff. If I
Yeah.
remember correctly, that was pretty good.
Hmm.
I remember I
Can't
used to like
remember.
playing as Devilman in Budokai Tenkaichi 3 because he made it onto that roster where they crammed literally every character to ever show up in any of the Dragon Ball franchises into that game,
Uh huh.
but they all only worked with like a 5 different move sets.
That's annoying.
Yeah, like oh yeah, I remember that. Like the commercial was like, oh, we have over 120 characters in this game,
But they
but
all do the
like
same 5 things.
they all do the same 5 things, and unless it was like a big character like a Vegeta or a Goku,
Yeah.
they have like special, but like you have like for instance you have like King Cold, um, the what's the android from the movie, the trucker one? Wait, and what was his number?
Oh,
I want to say
21 or
13.
something? No. Was it that low?
I'm pretty sure it was
Oh,
13.
you might be
I'm
right.
gonna,
You
hold on.
might be right.
Give me a second. Google that 'cause now
Okay.
I wanna. I feel like it's 13.
I never saw that
But
movie,
like
so I can't remember what his.
I don't hate that movie. It is Android 13.
Oh, okay.
I actually that's one of the movies I like better. I like the androids later on. I think they're cool. I
Yeah.
like I like most of them. And it's really funny because there's just this scene where Android 13 just punches Goku in the dick over and over again.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I
He
seen
like
those
grabs him
clips.
by his leg and he's like bam, bam,
Hmm.
bam. But yeah, like Android and in the game anyway, Android 13 and like they had the same move set.
Yeah.
And then like Android 17 and 18 had the same move set. And like you had all these characters, but they all basically only picked like each character got one of 5 different like variations of move sets.
Yeah, I could see how that gets frustrating. Like you're trying like they put all these characters in and you want to like play them, you want to check them out, but then they all end up being like repetitive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get too far into this. I actually feel like that could be a good episode later on. We
Hmm.
could get into like games that have spawned from Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
think that'd be a good episode, and I'll get into it more there
Hmm.
because I've played almost all of them.
Yeah, I played a good amount.
The
I
only
stopped
the,
playing the
o-
Budokais after a while.
the only two Dragon Ball games I know for sure I have not played out of all of them are the Dragon Ball Sagas that was on the PlayStation 2 that was really bad.
Uh huh.
I've seen people play it, and that new Kakarot one just because I was like, I don't know how many more times I can play through
Yeah, I tried playing that and I
the
couldn't
Dragon Ball Z
couldn't get through
story.
it.
And I'm sure the game itself is fine. It's just how many times have I done this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, played through like
Like
the beginning of the
how
Z Saga and
like how many times? So I haven't played that, but that goes on sale a lot. So maybe if we do that episode, I'll buy it and I'll play it
uh,
just so we can talk about it.
heck, I'll send you my Steam account. You could just download and play it.
Yeah. Well, I might get it anyway. Because my brother might play it too, so I might just get it on my Steam.
Yeah.
Like, well, that thing's at the point now when it goes on sale, it's like $10.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that low now.
Yeah, it's fucking cheap.
Not bad then.
But yeah. So I'll just wait for it to go on sale. But yeah, I think that'd be a cool episode for a future. Like that'd be a good like one-off episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, but yeah, so yeah, they're like, oh, there's pirates here. So yeah, I got off topic there.
No,
But
that's
so
that's
Bulma and
all good.
Krillin are yeah, Bulma and Krillin are like really hyped up that there's like, oh, there's treasure. And this guy radios back, as you can see on the screen now if you're watching.
General, I
Yeah.
have a
Radios
visual on
back
my
to
kids,
Blue,
and you're
and
not
then
going to
Blue's like,
believe what they've
so
come
everyone's
down
interested
to.
in the treasure.
Are you telling me that old tale is true?
Yeah,
That
Blue
the
gets
fabled
super
treasure
excited
exists,
for this.
and it's right here in this cave?
Yeah,
Well done, soldier.
I'm
Get back
curious
here
as to
now. I
why
want a
they're
full
all so
report.
loyal to Commander Red or
We
General
have
Red, or
just
whatever the
made
hell
the
his
greatest
name is.
discovery of our age.
Yeah.
I don't know if they ever actually get into that because I'm pretty sure
And
that
the
like
most lucrative.
later um
Supreme Commander Red will
Special
be most
Sergeant Black,
pleased.
is that what they call him?
call him what?
He Red's right hand man, like was he Special Sergeant Black or something like
Yeah, it
that?
was some
That's his like
super
title.
racist like
Because
that.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he doesn't even know that like General Red or Commander Red's endgame is just to get taller.
As Goku
Mm-hmm.
and
So
his friends
yeah, I don't know.
enjoy
Red Ribbon
some
Army
of the
sucks.
buried treasure they hope to find, a few mystery
Yeah, it's
But
pretty
yeah,
good.
that's it. Best episode.
Yeah, I definitely like these two episodes a lot more than like the last two that we've watched. Like, I definitely think it was like a decent amount of like action going through these with the submarine chase and then Roshi
I
and the
I feel
island.
like things have picked up a bit more
Yeah,
than they have been. I feel like we were dragging there again
yeah,
a
yeah. It
while. I
was
feel like
definitely like a little
I
stagnant.
overall, I feel like so far the Red Ribbon saga is not very good, and there's just a few bright spots
Mm-hmm.
kind of sprinkled throughout. Like this was okay. The song, the Red Ribbon Army song, is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that was good. That was good stuff.
It's amazing. And then like the stuff with Murasaki was really funny.
Heck, maybe
And
if we don't get copyrighted, I'll throw a little bit of it in like right now so you
yeah,
can like
yeah.
hear
And
it.
I like the stuff with Android 8,
Mm-hmm.
but even that I felt like went on too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this has just been like not a very strong saga with which bums me out because I thought that I liked the tournament so much.
I think I liked this saga a lot back in the day because this was definitely a step up like after the peel off stuff.
Y- You know, I was actually thinking about this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what I was doing, but it got me. Oh, I saw a Yu Yu Hakusho meme, and I was like, why like Yu Yu Hakusho is an older anime too. Why is that like so much more appealing? And I was trying to actually think about it rather than just say, oh, because Dragon Ball sucks. It doesn't. Here's Dragon Ball is like, at least in America, is like one of the like really first one of the first major animes we got.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe it was geared more towards a Japanese audience, and maybe this pacing is kind of slow for an American audience.
That's possible. I could see that. Just because in general, like the humor with Roshi and everything, I think that's like more mainstream with like how things go down like in like mangas and everything. And
Maybe.
that was never really a thing with American cartoons. Like that's
Yeah,
never been a thing.
not that intense anyway.
Yeah. Like you didn't see that like hitting like American like cartoons till what was that like cartoon thing? That reality cartoon show kind of thing?
Drawn together.
Yes, yes.
I
Yeah.
fucking people shit on that now. I love Drawn Together.
That was my show back in the
There's
day.
this there's this episode where they're in the nightclub and like the Captain Hero,
Mhm.
the Terminator guy starts shooting up the nightclub and he picks a woman up and he's like, Hero Shield activate. He just holds her in front of the bullets. And, and then, like later he's like, I was up all night deactivating the Hero Shield and he's like burying this woman out in the
Oh my
woods.
god. That show was on another
I
level.
fucking, I fucking love that show. But yeah, that's all I got for this week.
Yeah. And then next week we're back on Yu Yu Hakusho,
Hell yeah.
which oh, whoops, didn't know that I was gonna change it. Not touching that. Okay. I was gonna look up real quick. Actually I can look it up over here.
He's gonna do that. He's gonna meet Karama on the next episode.
Well, he met everybody.
Like no, he's gonna like do Karama's whole like thing, or he's gonna finish off the big guy,
Uh-huh.
and then he's gonna meet like and deal with Karama's whole bit, and then the episode after that, I'm pretty sure is where he fights Hiei, and then that's the end of that. Like at the end of that arc,
Got it, got it. Okay.
and then we go on to Genkai.
Yeah, the Genkai stuff was good for sure.
That's when I feel the show really starts picking up. Not to say that the beginning wasn't bad. It's just I feel like that's where you really get into like
Yeah.
you get like a taste of it with like when he fights EA, and then it really picks up after that.
Yeah, like we said before, like that show has good pacing, so it all works out well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll let you go on that one. Don't forget to subscribe, follow the podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, drop us a like and follow. Or subscribe.
Listen to the Red Ribbon Army song.
Yes, definitely listen to that. It's going to be in the description. And that's pretty much all I got for you.
That's it.
Yep. So until next time, peace out. Take care.